In the early 1950s, Mao Zedong, the founder of modern China, made a brutally honest confession. We can make tables and teapots, but not a single car, plane, tank, or tractor. China, exhausted by years of civil war and foreign invasion, had almost no industry at all. But in 1955, that changed. In the ancient city of Luoyang, China opened its first Tractor Factory Number 1. 3 years later, it produced the country's very first Chinese-made tractor, Dongfang Hong. The East is red. It was more than a machine. It was a message to the world that China had begun its industrial rise. That factory marked the start of China's first five-year plan, a Soviet-inspired effort to transform a rural nation into an industrial power. 70 years later, China is now the second-largest economy on Earth, a manufacturing giant known as the world's factory. But beneath the surface of this success story lie serious vulnerabilities, the so-called industrial choke points. These choke points are areas where China still depends on the West. Things like advanced semiconductors, high-precision ball bearings, carbon fiber, and critical aerospace materials. Without them, no modern industry can survive. And that dependence is what still prevents China from achieving full independence. President Xi Jinping has made closing those gaps a national priority. Shaped by his father's admiration for the Soviet model and by the Soviet collapse itself, Xi believes that self-reliance is the key to China's survival. After Donald Trump's trade war in 2018, Beijing doubled down on technological independence. It launched huge programs to secure domestic production of everything from chips to batteries, aiming to free the country from US control. China's progress has been remarkable. Companies like Huawei, BYD, and CATL now lead the world in telecom equipment, electric vehicles, and battery technology. In just 6 years, China has erased several major choke points, including lithium battery separators and key radio frequency components. Meanwhile, engineers at Deep Vision Technology are using AI-powered computer vision to manufacture ultra-precise ball bearings, an area once dominated by Japan and Europe. Still, some barriers remain hard to break. Take carbon fiber composites, vital for aircraft engines. 90% of global production is controlled by one Japanese firm, and despite billions in investment, China may need decades to reach that level of expertise. Yet history shows one thing: once China targets a weakness, it doesn't stop until it's fixed. Today, China spends $500 billion every year on research and development, second only to the United States. The technological gap is shrinking fast, and the West is starting to worry. What began in 1955 with a single tractor factory has evolved into a global industrial powerhouse, driven by ambition, persistence, and the unshakable belief that a nation's destiny must be